Well, a strong start to the week on the markets. Earlier I spoke to Charlie Aitken from Southern Cross Equities. Charlie Aitken, given Wall Street's performance over the weekend, there was only one way the Australian market could go, I guess.
Well, I think that's right, Tiki. We're always going to have a positive start to trading this week, but it's turned out to be a very positive start to trading. I don't think anyone thought the market would be up 73 points today, let alone the futures at a 30-point premium above 4,700. So probably better than even optimists like me expected.
Take me through the thinking behind the support for the banks.
Well, the banks, there's been big short positions in, Tiki, particularly against the Australian dollar. I think you're starting to see end-of-quarter short covering in the Australian banks from the hedge funds. Also, you know, the dividend and reporting season is not that far away for the major banks. Plus, you know, the economy's travelling well and banks are just a derivative of GDP. So a variety of reasons, and they really led the market today.
Now, no apparent fallout for Virgin Blue after its computer debacle. Is that a surprise?
That was a surprise. In the 1 second markets we operate in, Tiki, I thought Virgin Blue shares would be down today, but they seemed to cope with the disorganisation of the weekend, closing flat, and I think all of us were a bit surprised by that.
And the farm chemical company Nufarm says it has managed to get waivers to its banking covenants. How reassuring has that been for investors?
Oh, I never liked the words debt covenant, waivers or anything to do with that, Tiki, and the market edged Nufarm shares higher, seeing they seem to have bought an extension till around December to sort this out with their bankers. I think in a weird way this was actually more positive for the banks than it was for Nufarm, because in the Nufarm statement they were talking about extra collateral, etc., that the banks were demanding. And it shows you that banks have pricing power when it comes to business lending.
I see one company has been punished today, and that's Murchison Metals, and that's despite denying a report that it could lose its joint venture partner in a West Australian project.
This was a very strange day in Murchison Metals, Tiki. Stock opened down about 15%, was put into a trading halt, said that they knew nothing about Mitsubishi, their trading partner, pulling out of the deal. Stock then opened to be down 5%, then the afternoon fell again to be down 10%. So I don't know what to make of this. The market wanted to believe there was a problem, closing the shares down 10%, but the company said there wasn't. So I'm sure we'll find out in the future.
And Telstra, about the only other stock that didn't go up today.
Tiki, the long-suffering Telstra shareholders, including the future fund, just can't take a trick at the moment. Now, the market very bright across the board today and Telstra down. Look, investors are worried about a trading update that Telstra are giving later this week about their retail strategy. Unfortunately, any time Telstra has talked to the market lately, the shares have fallen. And I think it's probably right to be cautious ahead of that later this week.
And we'll see what the investor update has to say then. Thank you very much, Charlie Aitken, for joining us.
Thank you, Tiki.